Check 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, also for your boy, fix it for your boy, drop it for your wah 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 lift it up, then it bust it open, lift it up, yeah. Come on, lift it up, then it bust it open for your B-O-Y. For your rockin' for your lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bossa now.
Come on, blaze up. You know.
Drop me a nasty beat.
What's up, y'all? What's up? How y'all doing? Come on in, get the likes up on the video. How y'all doing? I hope y'all is doing well. This thing just keeps sliding off my forehead, but don't worry about it. Get on in here, get the likes up on the video. We got a show today, y'all. Y'all, I hope y'all are doing well. I am. It was a pretty day outside today. I was able to sit on my patio and read some books. It was really, really good. I'm saying read some books. Girl, I read one book, and I didn't even read the whole book. I read a couple of pages, but still, you get what I'm saying? It just felt good. So I'm feeling good today. I hope you are too, and y'all need to come on in here and get the likes up on the video. We got a show today. I hope y'all are doing well. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the dollhouse. We do this all the time, so just hit the notification bell after you subscribe. I feel like I got something in my mouth. So that you'll know when I upload or go live. Also, if y'all haven't already, check out my Love and Hip Hop Atlanta video that I posted. It's doing well. I think the last time I saw it was doing good. Y'all know I love my Love and Hip Hop stuff. I got some other stuff I'm putting in the paint that I'm gonna come out with. I'm working, man. I'm telling y'all, in between lives, I tell people this all the time. In between me working on here, I be working outside of here. I'm building. So I'm working on some stuff, y'all. Just hold out. Let me get all my things together, and I will be presenting them to y'all as I should whenever I can. So y'all come on in, get the likes up on the video. Like I said, get the Love and Hip Hop video up. Make sure y'all like the video, hype me up if you can. I don't know if they do it on the lives, but I think they do it on the video. So make sure y'all hype me up whenever you can. But we got a show today. Guess what we got to deal with? Mama Tina with light-skinned Gumbo. Mama Tina done found a way to get Monopoly down at the rodeo in Houston. That's the rodeo she at. And she around there selling light-skinned Gumbo. And done got the world running around here talking about they won't come try it. We gonna get into that. Then we have Wendy Osefo and her husband. They finally got their court dates, and fans are speculating that Wendy's husband, Eddie, is gonna take the charge because his court date is gonna take a while, and hers is gonna be really quick. So people are saying that basically Eddie about to take the charge, which in a situation like that, being the man, I think he should. But we'll discuss it. Then we got Rollie. She blasted her ex-boyfriend. We talked about it on the channel. She had blasted her ex-boyfriend and told us that he was in the shower pooing on himself. Crazy work. I saw it, so I brought it here so y'all can see it. Well, since then, the boy has come out and responded to Rollie, and he has some things to say about himself. About Rollie, himself. And he said that Rollie is a big, fat, funky, nasty, cheesy. You know the rest. But we gonna get into that. And then we also have Ming Lee catching backfire because she went to the Cardi B concert. We got that, a few other things. Y'all come on in, get the likes up on the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. Now, I do want to bring this up because I did see it. I didn't put it on a docket, but I saw it. I saw Big Lex like looking at the video of her or the results of Summer's face after she beat her up. And I just thought to myself, Lex don't even know that karma she building up gonna be real, real heavy. Lex from Baddies USA, listen to me and listen to me good. She's building up a lot of karma for herself. She just don't even know it yet. And I don't care if Summer is right or wrong, but just the way in which they doing this, yeah, it's crazy. But come on in. We got a few other things to discuss. We got all of that and more. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I hope you guys are doing well. Let me see something really quickly. Have y'all been paying attention to everything that's been going on around the world? Hopefully you haven't, because it'll make you a little less stressed. But ultimately, hold on, I'm gonna show y'all something. Oh, here we go. But ultimately, oh, I'll do that with RHOA. Gotcha. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm scrolling to show you, to see exactly what it is I wanted to share to y'all. Because I have 2 channels, if you guys don't know. Follow me at Voodoo Doll TV Reacts if you are interested in some more serious content. Oh, that's what I want to come over here and tell y'all about. So remember we spoke about, I don't know if we did it over here, but we talked about T.I. Oh, girl, I'm in 2 different stream yards. Let me close this one. We spoke about T.I. and the beef between 50. Now, I don't know if y'all know this. We spoke about it early on the other channel. 50 Cent has recently posted that he is planning, allegedly, to post a documentary about T.I. and his sexcapades from the past. Now, I know you guys are familiar, if you're not, with T.I. and his wife Tiny being accused of having freak-offs. This is before we knew about Diddy freak-offs. This was during the panorama. Y'all remember that? Apparently they were able to shut up the lady Sabrina Fulton. Well, now 50 Cent has upped the ante on the beef. And if y'all not familiar with the beef I'm talking about, it's the beef between 50 Cent and T.I. because T.I. and 50 Cent behind the scenes made a deal that they were going to do a versus and put it out to the public as if it was a beef or something like that. I don't know. Either way, 50 ended up reneging, and here we are. They've been beefing back and forth ever since, okay? But 50 Cent has now upped the ante. Like I said, he wants to go dig down in the dirt and pull, what's this man's name? T.I.'s old freak off assault and allegations and put it out there for the world to see. Now, y'all already know what he did to Diddy. So we already know this is about to end up bad. Now, part of this beef was 50 Cent's, not 50 Cent's, T.I.'s sons jumping in. And they only jumped in because 50 decided to post a picture of Tiny trying to be funny. And I saw, you know what I noticed too? I studied demographics. I was on, what's this boy name on YouTube? MREC TV. And for 2 seconds, I got triggered because he had opened up his panel and everybody that was calling in was like 50 not wrong, T.I. this, T.I. that. And for 2 seconds, I was getting mad. I'm like, how could they not see that both of them was wrong? I don't think 50 was right and T.I. was wrong or vice versa. I think they both was wrong. But to pick a side, I'm like, how could they just blatantly pick that side? And then immediately after that, I said, oh, dummy, if the same like call-in show was in Georgia, everybody would be team T.I. So it's more of a demographic area as to whose side people on. Now, us that lie in the middle, well, no, because we in the South, and we gonna always ride with the South. I was about to say, us who lie in the middle, we could go either way, but that's not true. Southern people gonna always stick with the South. Period, point blank. Good, right, good, bad, indifferent, right or wrong, it don't matter. We gonna always stick with the South. But you might could get them to sway left or right either way. But ultimately, I realize, like I said, it's a demographic on who people feel is right and wrong. I'm going to say this from me. I think that it'd be one thing for them to have an online beef, but then for 50 to go pull up all of that freak off stuff, even though I would be all ears and seed it, I just think it would be messed up. You know, just saying that this all started from a versus. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, fast forward, his sons jumped into the chat because, like I said, 50 posted Tiny trying to be funny and add her to the beef. And Demani was one of the sons who responded in the beef. And Demani, to me, is one of the most talented, musically talented children that Tippy Tip has. But he went to the Breakfast Club and responded to why he responded, or at least he talked about how he got into it and what he has to bring to this whole beef. So y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it.
I saw T.I. talking about how he didn't want you. He basically didn't want you jumping into beef, so to speak, right? And
King as well.
Yes, and King as well, and talking about 50's mom. What was those conversations like?
Nah, we didn't really have a conversation.
Oh, you didn't even ask him. You just let it fly.
Because he probably would have told. He probably would have had some input. Then I would have to choose to ignore him or go my own route. So I just put it out just because I felt like somebody told me like, this is too good. Like, this is too good to not put out. I just do it because this is how I felt. This was on my mind. This is how I expressed myself. And it could just be like that, and it could just stay on the hard drive. I don't even got to hear it again. I just needed to get it out. But people was telling me like, yeah, you need to put that out. That don't need to just stay on the drive. And I just listened to them, honestly.
So once he heard it, he calls you, and then, or y'all
I saw T.I. talking about how he didn't want you.
When he hears it, like what's the?
So he heard it like how we heard it.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that. You can't be doing. You cannot be doing that.
Well, I mean,
I know he was like, that is not protocol.
It was too good not to put out though. It was really dope how you did it. But what does dad like not as T.I. music, as dad? What does he call you and say? You know, man to man at this point.
Man, he's a father, so.
And let me just say this too. First of all, Tiny is not Demani's mama. Demani got his own mama. Him and Messiah have their own mama. So the fact that he jumped out the window for Tiny, I think that was commendable. Also, if in the midst of a beef, you put down some heat, roll it out. Because what? Now, granted, you got to take the good for the bad, and you got to know if you jump out that window, you got to be able to drive. You feel what I'm saying? So he had to know, putting it out, good music or no, he might catch a lot of strays. You see what I'm saying? Nigga said Demani think he J. Cole. He might do think he J. Cole. He sure sound like him. But anyway, Demani basically, jumping out the window, he didn't have to. King, yes. Demani, no. But maybe he reveres Tiny and he respects her enough to want to jump out the window. I don't know. But I'll just say this. He didn't have to do it, but he did. And the song is fire, if y'all haven't heard it.
Now I understand it. And I understand why he picks and chooses when and what to say and how much to say, because he don't want to have too much impact or push his child in a direction that I naturally wouldn't want to go into. So he really don't say much, but I hear people tell me what he say. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was. I know for a fact he said, yeah, we don't gotta do it's over with now.
When he hears it, like
Is there another slide?
I was like, okay.
We don't need all them slides. The point is, Demani jumped out the window himself, and King did as well. But this 50 Cent documentary, if it is even, somebody said, don't forget Zanique. Zanique, she's a very cute girl. Very, very cute girl. Very colorful. Sometimes soulful even. Yeah. But yeah, Demani, like I said, he jumped out the window and didn't really have to, but he did. And shout out to Demani. And now I think he's learning lessons about, being in a man's game. Because if this 50 Cent Freak Off documentary come out and T.I. get mad, I don't want to hear y'all because I want to see it. I don't give a damn about T.I. or 50. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Yes, roll that beautiful bean footage. Kaka said soulful. Oh girl, where have you been, honey? Soulful is the new term. When you don't want to call somebody a slut, I don't know if that girl is a slut. I just said it because it just went with the flow. But typically, if you want to call somebody a lady of the night, you just call her soulful. I learned that from somebody in the comment section. We just adopted it. You feel what I'm saying? She's a very soulful girl. That's about all I got for her. I can't sit on here and act like, Zanique is talented. I can't do it. I just can't. And I know y'all gonna say, but Voodoo, she had the OMG girls. OMG, bitch. Name a song. One. I'll wait. Name a song fast and in a hurry. If you can't name a song, then she wasn't in the OMG girls. Said what I said. So like I said, She just Tiny oldest child. That's all. She's Tiny's oldest child. That's about as far as it goes with Zanique. Okay. Now let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Wait a minute. Let's go get Miss Tina light-skinned Gumbo because I was outdone. So y'all know Texas, Houston have a rodeo every year, right? And every year for the rodeo. Oh, wait. Before we move on, we have an honorable mention. It's Pap's birthday. Happy birthday, Pap. Pap, I forgot Pap was a Pisces. Pisces, Pap. My girl Clarissa put out a PSA to her man, and she had the song playing, my man, my baby. Whatever Nicki Minaj or Megan or whoever be singing and all of that. You feel what I'm saying? But she posted this to y'all haters who mad because she got a man and y'all don't. That's what Clarissa saying, basically. And she said, happy birthday to my man and my man only. Stop acting crazy. Then she says, God bless me with another year with my best friend. Can't wait to celebrate you today and the rest of the month, Pap. Let's party like the 70s. FYI, March 28th is our joint birthday party. So look at that. Yay. Y'all won't get under that girl comments talking about, but that's Remy, my husband. No, that ain't. Remy Ma is with Easy, the black captain. That is Clarissa's man. Okay? Y'all got to stop acting like people don't still be married and be in other relationships. Clarissa got her Pap and Remy got her Easy, the black. So, yeah. And now I ain't gonna lie, that's the part got me. I got the power. The joint birthday party. Psycho tease. Do you hear me? Look, single white female tease. Cause bitch, a joint birthday party. Bitch, y'all about to start dressing alike too? Bitch. Like what? Like what y'all about to start doing? Why y'all need a joint birthday party? Clarissa, girl. I be squinting my eyes sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I be letting you live a lot, but sometimes I be squinting my eye because the joint birthday party is OD. OD, Fefe. I'm gonna need you to go heal. You're not supposed to have no joint birthday party. My girl Clarissa said, all our hating ass with our single ass need to mind our business. And guess what I'm gonna do? Mind my single ass business, okay? Anyways, congratulations. Happy birthday is in order for Pap. Pap the Pisces had a birthday today. So y'all make sure y'all stop by Pap's Instagram and tell Pap happy birthday. Make sure y'all do that. And don't go over there with all of that stuff by that boy. Don't go over there because I know how y'all is. Y'all gonna go over there all in that boy comments talking about old Pap, you going to hell. You know what I'm saying? God gonna punish you and all of that. Get out that boy comments with all of that. That boy done already made peace with his maker. And he's outside in these streets with Clarissa. Okay? Nah. Just say happy birthday and move on out the way. Now, we got to move on. Let's get to Tina and this light-skinned ass Gumbo. Let me start by saying this. This is about to sound real mean, but I'm going to say it because I don't care. People that try to make Gumbo outside of New Orleans, not Louisiana. I just need to talk to y'all. People who try, and I use the word try very hard, not loosely. People who attempt to make Gumbo outside of New Orleans, you feel what I'm saying? All the people from inside New Orleans, born and raised, whether we live there or not, we always be like we almost have a gamble that we almost positive it ain't gonna come out right. Why? Because Gumbo is more than just about putting stuff in a pot. It's about tradition. It's about what you put in the pot. It's about how you prepare what you put in the pot. It ain't just getting no big ass pot and making mop water with meat in it. That's not how that goes. So whenever I see people outside New Orleans making Gumbo, I'm always cringe because I'm like, I'm pretty positive this is not going to be right. Now, I'm not saying people outside New Orleans can't make Gumbo because they can. I've had great Gumbo outside of New Orleans. So I'm not about to say all that. But Not as good as New Orleans, but great gumbo outside of New Orleans. But still, it's just, it always grinds my gears when the surrounding areas be jumping in as if that's a tradition from them as well. I'm not saying that the people down in Houston wasn't cooking no gumbo, but you know where you got it from. Shout out to Houston. And y'all been trying ever since. Y'all just stopped putting wieners in your gumbo. Okay? But here comes the Glenda the Good Witch. Tina Knowles. Now, just because she Beyonce mama and probably a reptilian, she gets a slot down at the rodeo. Now, if y'all don't know about the rodeo down in Houston, I think Dallas be having a rodeo too. It's one of the biggest doggone events you gonna have down there. If you've never been to the rodeo out there, you don't know what you're missing. Get you a cowboy hat and some cowboy boots. Break them in before you go out there and have a gay old time. I'm telling you, it's gonna be fun. They be having food, they be having bands, they be having all the rodeo stuff. I done been out there. I know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? But they always have venues that serve food and other drinks and stuff like that. Oh, somebody say Arizona have them too. Shout out. Tina, because she's Beyonce mama and a reptilian, like I said, she gets a slot making light-skinned gumbo. Now, I'm not saying all gumbo is made in one image. However, the one that be extra light-skinned, I'm always squinting my head. And for those girlies out here who know anything about gumbo, a lot of times the color of your gumbo depends on your roux. But again, Miss Tina, the reptilian, cosplaying as a Negro gal, has been on the internet playing in everybody's face. First of all, she looks soaking wet 100 pounds if she just ate. I'm not trusting no food from no light-skinned woman with cat eyes and her legs look like two number 2 pencils. I'm not doing it. And that's just, and listen, I don't want nobody to get on here and tell me, boo, I'm wrong. No, I'm not. Tina don't even look like she know how to cook. Tina don't even look like she make a good sandwich. What you mean? But yet and still, because she Beyonce mama, she down at the rodeo making everybody sick. And I saw all them celebrities. I saw Bun B over there talking about, come over here, get you a bowl of gumbo. No, nigga. You eat it. We don't want to come eat that. Who knows? Tina might be putting human species in y'all gumbo. Watch that heifer. She's a witch. Allegedly. But anyway, let's get into Tina selling her gumbo. Taste it at your own risk. I don't know who's going to be down there at the rodeo. I know Tina going to try to Patty LaBelle and market this stuff. But I'm telling y'all now, I wouldn't trust it if I was y'all. But again, eat it at your own risk. Support at your own risk. Let's get into Tina with this light-skinned ass gumbo.
Hi guys, I'm at the booth and I'm about to have my gumbo for the day. I've been eating it every single day. You can see how much shrimp, jumbo shrimp and sausage and it's chicken all the way through. And crab meat is amazing. So, take my bowl. I gotta get down here with some rice. How y'all doing?
I can't tell what
I know good and well Tina ain't around there eating no gumbo every damn day. You not about to make me believe she around there doing no crazy shit like that. First of all, it's too hot outside to be cooking no damn gumbo. But I guess outside of New Orleans, y'all just do what y'all want. But I thought about it too. We temperature when we cook gumbo because of how humid it is in New Orleans. So the heat hits different. So in New Orleans, we wouldn't dare be making gumbo in most heated temperatures. Because you mess around and make a pot of gumbo inside and it's spoiled because it's hot outside. But that's for people who cook gumbo. You see what I'm saying? But it looked like she just got a little sausage and a little shredded chicken, a little shredded human species or whatever in there. And she wants y'all to come out and try it. They say the gumbo $25 a bowl. Girl, I wish I would. Look at Bun B.
some of this Mama Tino's gumbo before I be there to ate it all, man. So many shrimp, so much crab meat, all the sauces. Y'all better stop playing, man. Get out here and tap in with Mama Tina. Thank you, OG. You're welcome. Get out here and get some.
That shit like a bowl of turkey necks and gravy and rice. Mama Tina done shredded some turkey necks and put it in a bowl and called it gumbo. Mama Tina, go lay. You and Bun B. I don't trust no Bun B. Ever since what happened with my boy Pimp C. I don't trust none of it. None of it. Then somebody said she had shrimps with the tails on it in there. Look, a girl. Hold on. All the people going down, and people really just going down there because of the name. I'm telling you.
Joining us right now is the one and only Miss Tina.
Look at Mama Tina legs. Look at her shape. I'm not body shaming. I'm just trying to compare it to the food. You think a woman shaped like Mama Tina know how to cook? I'm not even being funny. I'm being real. Look at Mama Tina. Look at Mama Tina. You really think that you look at that lady and see, oh, I know she be throwing down. No way. No way. No way you look at Tina and be like, oh, I know what she cook. Tina playing in everybody's face, man. I seen them legs standing between her looking like numbers. Girl, look at Tina's legs, girl. I'm telling you, I don't think they black. I think her and her daughter are reptilian.
Knowles, good morning. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my goodness. Hometown. All right, so this is first interview, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much. To tell us about this latest endeavor.
Well, I've been trying to put gumbo out because I've been making it forever since I was a kid. And I tried with the company and it was so expensive because the process takes so long. It's so labor intensive. And my ex-son-in-law, his family, his cousin made this gumbo and it was amazing. It's the first time I tasted it. It's really close to my recipe. And so I had them at my book club and people went.
So you stole somebody's recipe, Miss Tina? So it sounded like Miss Tina tasted somebody else's gumbo and was like, ooh, this is close to my recipe. No, it ain't. Miss Tina is a colonizer like her daughter. Y'all not ready to have the conversation no more. Beyonce been colonizing everybody in the industry since she came in here. Now here it is. Tina done tasted somebody gumbo and invited them out to play cards. And now she over here trying to make money. Baby, I don't want that stolen gumbo deal, baby. Y'all go ahead and eat that stolen gumbo.
Crazy over it. And I said, it's time for me to try to do the Mama Tina's gumbo. So I put my touches in it, a lot of things from my family recipe and techniques, and we came up with this hybrid gumbo, and it's amazing. And I can't wait for the world to taste it.
And you can't just let it cook and leave it. When you say labor intensive, you have to watch
about 14, 15 hours.
Of watching the process.
Yes. Stirring slowly. You have to have a lot of patience. It's a lot of ingredients, and you have to be so careful with how you handle it. So that's why it's out there. Really.
Girl, you ain't had nothing but I saw shrimp, sausage, and it looked like shredded chicken. That's all you had in there, Fat. That's all I saw. What kind of... I'm of confusion. I really saw shredded chicken. Looked like shredded chicken, sausage, and shrimp. Okay.
Not out there. Yeah. Because so I think we've mastered it, and I'm really excited for people to have it because I've been cooking it for people and they're like, oh my God, it's just me, that usually does it. So yeah, it's great.
And what is inside of it? Because you say you'd like to switch it up.
Yeah,
turkey or
people have different allergies, so we do a chicken and with no pork, and it's chicken and sausage, and then we do a seafood, which is the deluxe mountain. And for my daughter, she eats turkey, so we do it with turkey, and so I have to kind of change it up a lot. So I can't wait until we can add turkey to it. Some people have chicken allergies, but it's a chicken base.
And everybody loves it. The grandkids love it?
My grandkids love it. Everybody in my family. I've been eating gumbo. My mom made the best gumbo. And so I learned from her. I didn't know how to cook anything else, but I learned how to make that gumbo because it's very intensive labor, the whole process.
So we appreciate you so much, Miss Tina. Thank you for joining us this early in the morning. And we wish you the best.
I'm buying get some gumbo.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm trying to find the menu. They say it's $25. They say it's $25 a bowl. Is y'all going? Is y'all buying a bowl? I'm trying to see something. I want to know what's all in there. I want to know. Is this her What else she got on this menu? Let me see. Seafood gumbo. I can hardly see. Girl, Mama Tina got the stop. Gumbo by Mama Tina. Seafood gumbo. It comes with crab, shrimp, okra, beef sausage, chicken. This ain't the same one. No, this old. This ain't the same one. That's somebody else's. I don't know. All I know is this. I don't trust Tina making no gumbo for me. I don't. And honestly, I don't know how it tastes. I don't, but I know that people today don't care about how it tastes. They just want to say they had Mama Tina's gumbo. So for that, she's gonna do well. And like I said, it sounds like she's trying to do that whole what's that lady name? You know how Patti LaBelle did the pies? She's trying to market it like that, like I was saying earlier, so that she can package it and sell it. I saw that girl in Miami. What's the girl name who put gumbo in the stocking stuffer? Y'all disrespectful at this point. You feel what I'm saying? Mama Tina with the light-skinned gumbo. People putting gumbo in stockings. Y'all being hella disrespectful. Y'all just doing anything to the recipes. Let me tell y'all something about people when you do gumbo. You don't just throw anything in the pot. It's a lot of things you can put in there, but those things have to be deliberate. They have to coincide with each other. And your gumbo not supposed to look like your light-skinned cousin. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? I like my gumbo roux or my color a little bit darker, but I won't be spending $25. I won't even be trying no gumbo from no damn Mama Tina. Like I say, she one of them. She might be around there putting up human meat, bitch. Y'all sitting up there thinking it's sausage, girl. It's fingertips, bitch. Yeah, talking about no pork. Oh, it ain't pork, all right. It's niggers. Mm-hmm. Ooh, this sausage is real chewy. Ooh, this is a different kind of sausage. Oh, yeah. Very different kind of sausage. You ain't never had this kind of sausage before. That's what make the gumbo hit different. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So I'm just saying, I don't know. I just won't be trying it. I'm not telling y'all, you know what I'm saying, what to do. I'm just saying if I happen to be down at the rodeo, I wouldn't be stopping by the booth. I wouldn't. I would keep going and look for me a little hot dog or something. That's just me. I don't know. Now, we got to move on, y'all. Let's move on. And let me say this, too. All y'all will, I don't eat this. I don't eat that. Stop eating gumbo. It's not like, that don't go like that. And I done seen y'all to modify all this gumbo. Oh, we going to just do turkey gumbo. Oh, we just going to do corn gumbo. Oh, no. We going to do vegan gumbo. Ain't no such thing. Gumbo is what it is. They got pork in there. Sometimes, a lot of times, most of the times, they got pork in there. Hot sausage, smoked sausage, they in there. Chicken gizzards, it's in there. You don't get to say, oh, I don't want, no, that don't go like that. That's what I'm saying. Y'all disrespecting the gumbo. Stop acting crazy, now. Yeah, they just making all kind of gumbo. This a weenie gumbo. Weenie gumbo? What? And I've cooked it without the pork sausage, even though it's still good. Something about that pork. Ooh, something about that flavor off that pork. I don't know, y'all. Ooh, y'all, I don't know. See, I'm from a place where you burn your pickle tips for you, for the flavor for your red beans. Something about that pork and that flavor. I eat the swine. I eat the swine. I'm not one of y'all. I'm not like y'all. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I eat it. I don't eat it often, but I do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, something about that flavor off that pork just make the food hit different. You know what I'm saying? It just do. They say, Vu, make a pie for us. If I could, I would. No, I'm lying. I wouldn't. That takes a long time. It don't take 15 hours like she said. But it does take a long time. Now, we got to move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Oh, no, before we move on. So meanwhile, she out here selling gumbo. Do y'all remember Matthew Knowles had this interview where he walked out on the interviewer because they was trying to basically say that him and Tina created Destiny's Child 50-50? If you haven't seen the video, let's get into it. And then we're going to get into what happens after this, because Matthew Knowles does this interview. He sits down with this man and they talking about Destiny's Child coming up. And basically, the interviewer is trying to imply that Tina Knowles had a lot to do with the group. Now, I'm not saying she didn't help, but what I thought Matthew Knowles was saying was, or not even saying, I think his response, what he want to say is, while she helped, she wasn't as instrumental as you about to try to make her out to be. Now, I told y'all that Tina Knowles is the kind of girl that be done paid the interviewer just to write her name in history because she's a colonizer. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They conquer things. They take over. They lie. You know what I'm saying? So I said it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. Either way, during this interview, Matthew Knowles didn't appreciate the line of questioning, and he just ended up jumping up and walking out of the interview. After he did that, he received a crap ton of backlash, and we'll get to that. But let's get into the interview in question, y'all.
So the same thing to Tina Knowles. You guys put in the work, and obviously the talent was there with your kids and your grandkids.
What work did she put in?
In the hair.
Okay,
clothing,
you're absolutely right. And the styling.
The styling.
The imaging, you're right.
She claimed to have preyed on the name and different aspects of that.
Sure.
So, yeah. It's a joint effort.
We'll stop now.
Sorry, did I say something wrong?
No. We're good.
All right.
You're good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Burned your flowers. I said the same thing too.
So here's the video that went viral, and everybody was like, OMG, Matthew Knowles walked out of the interview because basically he felt like he didn't want to be questioned by Mama Tina or about her and her affiliation with preparing or creating the group. From the response that Matthew Knowles gave to this interviewer when the man said y'all created them together, and then Matthew Knowles' response was, what did she create or what did she do? That told me that in his mind, bitch, you're not about to give her all my credit. She ain't hardly do nothing. Yeah, she combed their hair and put clothes on them, but that's about as far as it goes. That's what he wanted to say. He don't have to say those words out of his mouth. This whole interview screams that. It screams, you created this group. You saw it too from fruition. From the beginning to the end. And now we at the end and y'all trying to write somebody in the story that although they were present, didn't have as heavy of an impact as y'all about to try to make her out to be. So let me get up, unmic, and get from out of here before I get mad and triggered and be done cuss you and Tina out. That's what it gave to me. That's what it gave to me. But since the backlash went around and people feel like can't nobody say nothing about Miss Tina, I don't know why. Since people feel like they can't say nothing about Miss Tina, y'all done went up on the man. Now he didn't have to come out and respond, saying that he was trying to give her flowers and it wasn't like that. Yes, it was, Matthew. You scared? Did Jay-Z send somebody to come knock on your door to pop you upside the head? Why you on here backpedaling? You said what you said. Now, Matthew Knowles is going to make it seem like, oh, well, I just know they're trying to pit us against each other. No. That's not what we saw. And we're not going to unsee what we saw. But let's get into Matthew.
The local anchor here in New York City, Candace Gibson, he asked you about Miss Tina Knowles. He said that he was trying to give you both your flowers. And you asked him, what did she do? What did you mean by that?
I think what I said, and I'm actually quoting, what work did she put in? It was a question. I don't do interviews, Carlos. I have conversations.
Yeah.
And I have the right, as you know, I'm a college professor. I didn't know what he meant by that. So I'm saying calmly, what work did she put in? That was a question. I don't know how that became a comment, but it was a question. And then the gentleman went on to say her hair. Well, Tina did way more than just her hair. And if you look at the interview, I said her hair. No, she did the styling.
The local.
Oh, Mr. Knowles.
The styling. Built the image for Destiny's Child. Wouldn't you agree that that's way more than just saying someone did the hair?
No, absolutely. I think a lot of people are familiar with Destiny's Child's story. I mean, they're one of the biggest female groups of all time. And so I think a lot of people felt like it was an awkward moment. It certainly appeared to be awkward. And I think people wanted clarity because they know what Miss Tina has done. They, of course, know your legacy with Destiny's Child.
Yeah, I'm confused because is someone diminished what Tina does and just say she did the hair, and then I come back and say, no, she did the styling. Isn't that me giving flowers that she did more than just hair? And you just diminished her to she just did hair? That's why I'm just so baffled by all of this. But I tell you, Tina and I have a wonderful relationship. The styling.
Tina Knowles doesn't really get credit for how she shaped culture. Being the
Well, before we get into y'all about the lie and rewrite this history right quick, because I saw this TikTok video and this person is a damn lie. Whoever this dude made this video, he must be new. He wasn't here. He couldn't have been here because this whole video is about to be a lie. But before we get to that, it's given somebody knocked on your door and told you come clear that shit up. Go clear it up. It's given Tina made a phone call and said, get your ass out there now. Clear that shit up. I don't know who knocked on the door. Whoever it was got my boy Matthew on this bitch stuttering. Now he trying to rewrite the history like we didn't just see you. You wasn't. Let me tell you something. If me and a partner work together on something and someone come to me and say, hey, Vu, you and your partner did a really good job in creating this thing. I'm not going to say, well, what did my partner do? If it is understood, that my partner and I work together to create something that we made that's great, it's not a conversation on what he did and what I did or what she did and what I did. It's really more or less of thank you. You know, we really did a lot. You know what I'm saying? We worked together. I remember nights we were up all night. He didn't say none of that. The reason why you answered that question with the question of what did she do was because what you were implying was Miss Tina ain't did a goddamn thing but comb hair and put clothes on them girls. And that's what we thought. We didn't think no more than that. Nobody was looking at Tina Knowles like the brains behind none of this. And for all you Johnny Come Lately Beyonce fans who were not here during Destiny's Child, I'm going to need y'all to... This grown folks conversation. Y'all got to go back to the kiddie table. Because y'all just talking out the side of y'all neck. Y'all don't know. Nobody looked at Tina as the brains behind none of this. The only thing we associated her with was them regular ass House of Darion clothes. And she did used to have them dressed alike like they going to take pictures at school. She did. But other than that, we was not looking at Tina and associating her with the creation of anything that came with Destiny's Child. But let's get into revisionist history, why don't we? I don't know who this person is making this video, but they about to make it seem like Miss Tina created House of Darion and it literally transcended fashion. I'm going to tell you because I was here. Miss Tina ain't do a damn thing. When Miss Tina dropped them House of Darions, the whole hood and everybody in America that had an ass had on apple bottom jeans or they had on Russell Simmons them stuff, fat form, baby fat. We wasn't wearing that House of Darion. It was too high. It was too gaudy. It was diamonds and beads all over everything. Most people was not wearing no House of Darion. I don't remember nobody in school wearing no House of Darion. The House of Darion ain't do a goddamn thing. It came and went like a Tuesday evening. I was there, literally there. I probably know one person had a pair of House of Darion jeans. Niggas wasn't wearing that. But y'all about to rewrite the history. Let's get into this TikTok and let's hear what the boy got to say.
Matriarch is a big piece of the puzzle, but it's not the full picture. The truth is, her story is no different from other Black artists who were blocked from participating in mainstream, mobbed for their work, and yet ultimately copied. Miss Tina left the hair salon to devote time to building Destiny's Child. She answered the question, how do you create a girl group that looks cohesive, honoring the past while still maintaining individual personality for each of its members? With major names refusing to dress Destiny's Child, she used bold fabrics and designs to create some of the most iconic looks of an era. They called her work tacky until it became couture, with similar looks showing up on runways. Nevertheless, this became...
Mind you, also, nobody outside of Destiny's Child in or outside of the industry dressed like Destiny's Child. I need y'all to understand, when it came to fashion and the trends and who had the heads on who's wearing what, Beyonce, Kelly, Michelle, Farrah, all Toya and Taj, or whatever, none of them hoes, we looked at none of them to say what we wearing. We just didn't. We never looked at Destiny's Child, nothing fashion-wise. As a matter of fact, we barely started looking at them till we didn't really start paying all our attention to them till after they took a leap. But here it is. Y'all about to rewrite this history and make it seem like Miss Tina, and that's another thing. A lot of her stuff was knockoffs from the stuff we was already wearing too. Nobody wore that stuff. And Destiny's Child, quiet as it's kept, couldn't wait to get out of Tina clothes because she had them up there dressed like they figure skaters. Bitch, talking about being survivors. Girl, how y'all gonna survive on the ice? Make it make sense. Like the video.
The ultimate girl group blueprint, with the biggest girl groups now using the Tina Knowles method of cohesive individuality. And if that's
a lie,
wasn't enough, in a return to form, Tina Knowles was able to take...
Girls was wearing cohesive individuality clothing all the way back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Tina Turner's group had individuality. The goddamn, what I gets. All three of them girls had the same dress in different fonts. That's Tina ain't made shit. Y'all lying now. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all got to stop. Tina ain't create no cohesive. She ain't did that. We've been doing that since the beginning of time. Hell, the Supremes too. I guess everybody group had the same. The girls in the background, everybody had the same dress in different fonts. Everybody was doing that. Girl, I know y'all, but again, these new millennials, not millennials, I don't know what these shirt is.
Take the decades of knowledge of hair health and styling and turn that into a successful prestige hair care brand. Sacred. From redefining hair to defining the look of an era, we celebrate the beauty icon, the matriarch, badass Teeny B, a true uncrowned queen. Tina Knowles doesn't...
I need y'all young people to stay out of grown folks' business because this whole video was a lie. And this is the worst part. If you wasn't there and look at this video, you would think it was the truth. Somebody brought up In Vogue. Hello? They always wore the same dress in different fonts. And that was long. That was when Beyonce didn't even have a period yet. But you see how they can recreate history and put it out. And if it sounds good and it's packaged good and you wasn't there, you'll just go with the move. So now we turning Miss Tina into a matriarch. Stop it. She never gave matriarch. Never. Never. Never gave matriarch in no way or shape or form. Never. But whoever she had to go over there and threaten Mr. Matthew Knowles, they got his ass right. He claimed cleared that up as he should. He cleared up the tea. He said, baby, look, I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, I said she ain't do nothing. I didn't say it like that. I said there was nothing to be done. That's what I said. I didn't say Tina didn't do nothing. I said sometimes we work so hard, it would be nothing for Tina to do. Y'all missed the perk. That's what the man tried to say. I don't know. But let me tell you, I was there. Nobody liked House of Darion. Nobody. The only people who bought the House of Darion were the true fans of Destiny's Child. If you were not like, when I say true fans, I'm talking about poster on the wall, know all the songs, bought all the cassettes and the albums, and be at all the concerts. Other than that, nobody was rocking no House of Darion. You're not going to see no gathering in no Black American history in groups where buku of the hoes have on no House of Darion. You're not going to see it. You're not going to find it because it never happened. I was there. House of Darion, that's my high school days, baby. I was there. I know what was popping. I know what was going on. I was around there. Girl, please. You couldn't tell me nothing. Girl, please. They were desirable. They were very gaudy. I remember them having this is how Tina Knowles jeans would be. Like she would create a pair of jeans, but then it would be like a whole bunch of designs in the jeans. So like, it's not just a regular pair of jeans. You might have zigzags or not zigzags, but like flowers and roses in jean on this side, and then on that side, it might have diamonds and beads around the top of the jeans, and then on the bike, it's got a flap on the pockets. You see what I'm saying? But the flap got diamonds on that. It was too much. It was too much. It was too much. It was too much. We was like, It looked like somebody in an arts and crafts shop threw up on the jeans. It was too much. Too much. Nobody watched that. Nobody liked it. Nobody wore it. Period, point blank. And anybody who was there know I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. And yeah, she did try to steal from Eve. I forgot, man. Y'all bringing back old school teas. She sure did. But yeah, y'all got to stop rewriting this history. Now, speaking of rewriting history, let's move to Wendy Osefo and her husband. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Let me read a couple of these super chats. Vanda Ransom, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. And thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. I can't see this. Hold on, let me make this bigger. Sorry, y'all. Thank you for the super chat, Deal Nicole. She says, Andretta Tillman created Destiny's Child, not him nor his melanin deficient decepted. Oh my God. Not him nor his melanin deficient decepted ex-old lady, originally named Girls Time. And that part I know you ain't lying. Now I got to get into that. Andretta Tillman. I got to get into that tea because I ain't never known her name and I ain't never heard that, but it makes sense. It makes sense because look at Matthew Knowles. Do he look like he can come up with the idea of a Destiny's Child in the way in which we know them? Makes sense. They all a bunch of colonizers and conquistadors. I told y'all Matthew Knowles was married to one of Berry Gordy's sisters or cousins or somebody. He's related to the family. They got it's a lot of blood ties in that. It's a lot of blood ties in that. And I believe that he was put with Tina to make Beyonce. I'm telling you, man, y'all, the industry have a lot of arranged marriages and arranged pregnancies. Y'all don't know about it, so y'all don't think that is true. But I believe that he was put with Tina to create Beyonce. You see what I'm saying? But as far as all of this other stuff in the middle, I don't know about all of it. Now I want to move to what's the girl name? Oh, Wendy Osefo. So y'all heard about Wendy Osefo from Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, Wendy Osefo from Real Housewives of Potomac, she has recently, her and her husband are facing federal charges because they apparently decided, allegedly, according to the charges, they went out of town to Jamaica. And while they were out of town, apparently the house was robbed of all of their belongings, ransacked and everything. Well, the police came down there and did an investigation and said, girl, ain't nobody broke up in here. And it was like, yes, they did. So then the insurance company did their investigation because remember, they trying to claim hundreds of thousands of dollars of stuff. And I tell y'all all the time, I don't care who you is. The insurance company want to investigate before they send you a quarter. So when they tried to do it through the insurance company found out that not only did they not have the break-in, the stuff that they would claim was stolen, this girl was in interviews wearing it. So she said a ring was stolen that was worth hundreds of thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars. Then she wore the ring to an interview. Oh, my Birkin was stolen. But then you watch what happens live with the Birkin next to you. So the people was like, they thieves. They Nigerian scammers. Because they are Nigerians and apparently they scam. So what happened was the people had put out an arrest warrant and arrested her and her husband and told them, you little scamming little thieves. Why would y'all come up in here and lie and tell us that y'all house got broken into and that all this stuff was stolen? We found it all, you lying little bastards. And then she was like, that's not true, but I'm going to hold my right to remain silent and then go on Real Housewives of Potomac and talk about it. So now they've been waiting on a court date. Most people feel like Happy Eddie is really stupid Eddie because, you know, his mama didn't want him to marry Wendy. No, girl, the mama almost sacrificed the goat to get that nigga not to marry Wendy. But, you know, sometimes they say the heart wants what it won't. You know what I'm saying? And as the time go by, I'm starting to understand why Mama Eddie didn't want him with her because he's slow. You feel what I'm saying? Very easily manipulated. And I know if I had a child like that, I wouldn't want him with somebody so headstrong because I know she's going to have my son out the window. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm pretty positive that's why the mama ain't want him around there by Wendy over there in her crazy ass mom doing voodoo, calling on spells and all of that in skin bleaching. You see what I'm saying? I don't blame the mama. I wouldn't want my child around there neither. But anyway, Happy Eddie went anyway, and now they facing deportation in goddamn jail time. And here we are. They were waiting on the court date, and now we got some news about it. Apparently, she's gonna have an early court date, and Eddie's gonna have one further on down the line. And immediately it gave me Teresa Giudice or Giudice, whatever you say her name is, her and her husband. It's giving he about to take the lick. Now, I'm not saying directly like Teresa and her husband. I mean, they both in trouble, and he gonna be the one getting in real trouble, and she gonna stay. That's what I'm getting out of it, but let's get into it. So fans are speculating that, oh snap, that must mean that Eddie's about to take the charge. And I believe that could be the case. It says Wendy and Eddie will no longer be tried together. Oh yeah, I forgot. They tried to be tried together, and then the judge was like, nah. It says Eddie waived his rights to a speedy trial, being tried within 180 days of being charged. There was extensive discovery, and he wants to take a deeper dive per the prosecution. Then it says Wendy wants a trial seemingly immediately. She did not waive her right to a speedy trial. The defense and prosecution were looking for dates in March. However, there were none available for a jury trial. This makes me wonder if this is a setup for Eddie to take the fall. So basically what the girl is saying, that Wendy wants an immediate trial, but Eddie doesn't. So does this mean that Wendy gonna go ahead and plead to something lesser and let Eddie fight the heavy charges? I'm not going to lie. I don't know. It says Wendy, she will not be able to have a trial as quickly as she wanted. The original trial date for her would have been April 15, 2026. But it says due to the trial schedule, it will unfortunately have to be pushed out until May. She was willing to go to trial before her status conference. Then it says they are estimating that Wendy's trial and Eddie's trial will each run for 4 days. With 1 day of the defense. Again, this is the current estimate. So they're going to have separate trials. She wants a more speedy trial. She wants this thing to pop off right now and get it over with. And Eddie wants more time to look at it. It sounds to me, like I said, like Eddie probably going to take the charge, but she's not going to get the trial as quick as she wants to. I'll say this. To say that if that is the case, I'm not saying that it's wrong for Eddie to take the charge, because as the man of the house, even if you allow her to do that, then you the duck. So you should take the charge, because you should have took charge of your household when that hoe probably came to you saying, come on, Eddie, let's do a scam. Because I'm pretty positive this came from her. And let me tell you why I feel like the scam idea came from her. She has more to gain by looking like she owns more. She is the real housewife, not Eddie. She is the one who's trying to keep up with the Joneses, not Eddie. He don't have a crowd of Joneses that he's trying to keep up with. She does. So the reason why I'm saying is given she brought the idea to him is because she has the most to gain if this thing goes off without a hitch. Yes, Eddie, you're going to get some clothes, some shoes, some money. You probably get a new car, whoop. But for me, I'll get to look like I'm still rich and got all of this money and doing well when I really don't. You see what I'm saying? So I believe, like I said, wholeheartedly that she came to him with that. And I believe that's why he needs to go ahead on and take the lick. But ultimately, I think his mama know that that's his temperament. Like he's one of those people kind of easygoing, laid back. If that's what we doing it. Boom, 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 boom. Then on top of that, that's his wife. You know what I mean? He deserved it though. Because he should have stepped down, and he should have stepped and put his foot down as a man and said, nah, we ain't going to do it like this. But I tell y'all all the time as well, all these people y'all think are hella successful are not. The most educated people are not successful. I'm going to say that again. The most educated people are not successful. Knowing how many degrees she got tells me that she don't have no money. Unless she done paid back all them student loans, she hurting. 4-5 degrees. You know how many student loans that is? I mean, I don't know why y'all thought she was rich, because she went and got her body done and started wearing a better weave. Like, that's it? That's all it takes? Ultimately, Eddie's going to probably take this charge. He should. And I understand, like I said, the more this goes on, why your mama didn't want you with her. But mama, sometimes you can only bring a horse to water. You can't dunk his head in. You get it? And speaking of, did y'all see, so apparently they were talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, and what's his name? Not Simon Cowell. What's the other clear man? Andy Cohen. Andy Cohen, he put out a video talking about how excited he is for RHOA and the new upcoming season, and they are super excited about having K. Michelle. Now, according to them, not only is K. Michelle already a talent, but she makes the show that much better. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I believe that. I'm sorry, only because, I mean, what else they got going on the show? And plus, K. Michelle is a vibe. She is always quick with the comebacks. She always, you know what I'm saying? I believe it, but where that video at? Hold on, y'all. Let me find the video. I don't think I shared it. I can get it. Get the likes up on the video. Y'all like the video? I think it's about to come up right here. Yeah, here it goes. So he was so excited that K. Michelle is on the show. I think it's because he thinks that they have another Nene. I'm going to tell you why after we play this video. Y'all get the likes up on the video.
We have been waiting for K. Michelle. Now, are you familiar with K. Michelle?
Yes.
Oh, you are too, Jordan?
Yeah.
I loved her on, I was watching Love and Hip Hop when she was on. Yeah. She's so good. I'm so excited.
I have never seen one frame of Love and Hip Hop. Now, once we started filming and I was reading hot sheets from Atlanta, I DM'd K. Michelle to say, you're so great. I'm so glad you're on the team. What did I find? But a DM from K. Michelle from like 2023 or something being like, I need a peach. This is the show that I belong on. Somehow I had missed this. Oh my God.
I know. No, she's a superstar.
And in the interview chair, are you kidding me? And then, do you know Pinky?
Yes.
The founder of Slutty Vegan? Had you heard of Slutty Vegan before?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm so
Jordan's a vegan.
Yes, I didn't know her that well as like, you know, just a person and a personality.
They're pals. And then like Phaedra's known Pinky for 10 plus years from around Atlanta. Pinky and Shamia are pals. Portia and K. Michelle are pals. K. Michelle and Pinky go way back. Like, it's a real group. But when I tell you, I was cackling at the premiere. Now, I had seen it, and we had a little, you know, I watched the cuts and we give notes, and there was work to be done, but I was like, wow, this is like super promising. But boy, so I'm 5 episodes into Atlanta of cuts, and it is a delight.
This is what we know. K. Michelle is reality TV gold. This is what we know. We know you don't even have to tell K. Michelle done. Just put her out there and be done with it. You see what I'm saying? She don't need them to give her no script or nothing. So having her on Real Housewives of Atlanta makes all the sense in the world, because you need another personality. Portia, even though we love her, is not a big personality. Portia is a personality, one that we like, But she's not a big personality. Candy wasn't no big personality. Kenya, you can say possibly has a big personality, but you needed somebody who commanded respect, commanded attention, and wasn't going to let nobody play with them. You needed another Nene Leakes. Why do I think that Bravo thinks that they have a new Nene Leakes? Well, K. Michelle, when you put her on paper, she is kind of like the same as a Nene Leakes. She is reality TV gold. She got the comeback. She could read. She could sing. She talented. She pretty. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she got it. She does. So I can see those people in those editing rooms, and when they filming, catching her with these reads, having the girls gagged and even being gagged. I can almost be positive that they was in the back slapping five like, we good. We got it. So, and let me tell you about an Andy Cohen and men like him, people like him. They'll sit up here and say, oh, I'm so happy we got Kate on the show. And you know, it's so odd. I looked into my DMs and saw in 2023, she said I needed to be on this show. I never seen it until now. I'm not saying it's not true, but I'm just saying people have those convenient stories. I don't know how much I trust that. I just know that he's glad he has a front runner for his show. K. Michelle could possibly save the Real Housewives franchise. Not just Atlanta, because I don't know about y'all. I haven't heard nobody say they even watch any of these girls for real lately. Just like they needed Nene to make the show, it would make sense they would get a K. Michelle to keep the show afloat. You know what I mean? But anyways, I think, like I said, I think I'm going to be looking to see what it is. I think between her, Phaedra, and what's the girl name, and Portia, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. But, you know, you got to watch Bravo now. They love a good Negro to come help save them when they about to sink. You got to watch Bravo. Let's move on. We're going to get into Ming Lee and her backlash for going to this concert outside of her sister. Y'all know who Ming Lee is? Ming Lee is the sister of Nicki Minaj. She was on Baddies. She has been known to be Nicki Minaj's sister, but what else is known about this is Nicki don't mess with Ming Lee at all. Nicki don't rock with her sister on no level. I don't have to be a follower or follow Ming Lee on Instagram to know, because the little bit I've seen, Nicki has zero to do with her sister. They only sisters by blood. That's it. But the Barbs and the people who like the Barbs are weird. So Ming Lee decides to go to a Cardi B concert, and she was either filmed herself there, or somebody else filmed her, and it goes viral, and all of the Barbs and people who like Nicki are calling her a backstabber. Like, how could you go to Cardi B's concert when Nicki Minaj is your sister? First of all, just because Nicki Minaj is her sister don't mean she can't like Cardi. That's y'all problem. Y'all think y'all faves really be solid, but they really be liking the people they tell y'all they hate. They really be following these people like fans. The same people they tell y'all they hate, they really love them behind closed doors. This girl not only has a right to like who she likes, Nicki don't rock with her at all. So why is it that people gonna go into this girl comments to say that she wrong and she evil and she cutthroat and backstabbing her sister? You at a Cardi B concert. Who are y'all? Y'all got to stop. But again, these fan bases have always been weird. So let's get into a little bit of this. It says Nicki Minaj's sister Ming with a message after attending Cardi B concert. Who said you can't love both? It says pick a side. No side. What you said can't love both. What you said I can't love both. Y'all just want a drama. Y'all just want a drama that ain't nobody but the fans gonna say. Like, let's be real or be for real. We grown, and when y'all get old and wrinkly, what we post ain't gonna matter. So respectfully, I don't give a F. That's what she said in response. And let's get into her having a good time at the concert. She like she having fun. I just don't understand the one-sided loyalty that some people have. Y'all want her to be loyal to a sister that wouldn't spit on her if she was on fire, even if she was being mean, which I don't think she was being nasty or mean or cutthroat. I think that she saw a concert that she liked and decided to go. That's what I thought. But people gonna try to spin it the way they want to spin it and make it seem like it was this, that, and the third. I think y'all putting 20 on 10. I really do. I really do. I think that that girl should have a right to be at that concert, and Nicki don't rock with her. So then what y'all want her to do? Not make no friends with Nicki ops? I mean, not making friends with her ops. Maybe she is. I don't know if she's making friends with her ops. But I mean, what y'all want her to do? Not listen to nobody behind a sister that don't even like her? That girl got to have a life too. We can't be unrealistic about this. And speaking of the show, did y'all see Cardi at the show? Look, with Meg. One thing I learned about this, Cardi standing next to Megan Thee Stallion. Earlier, I only saw how tall Meg was. But after I thought about this and looked at them girls side by side, listen to me and listen to me good. You can tell the difference between a natural body and a surgery body. It's like night and day. And I'm not trying to body shame nobody, and I don't care if you feel like that's what I'm doing, because I'm not. You see what I'm saying? Y'all already know what the hell going on. But I'm trying to show y'all the difference between these surgery bodies. Like, look over here at this one. Look at Meg. Even when you look at Cardi with her backup dancers, looking at her compared to her backup dancers, that look crazy. It looks insane. Insane. And it don't help that Meg has like a damn near perfect body. You know what I mean? She tall, but that bitch body is damn near perfect. I'll take them long legs with that body any day. The hell? Nigga said I saw Meg in person. She tall and got big ass feet. Oh, well, you could tell her feet big on the pictures. I ain't gonna lie. You know how you could tell a girl got big feet? How long her toes is? Oh. Oh, Meg has had surgery. What has she had? She ain't bought no ass or no boobs. What did she have? Lipo? I guess. But I'm saying you can tell a huge difference between her and Cardi. I don't know. Hopefully Cardi looks at this and see it, because that ass looks a mess on Cardi. It really does. It just doesn't look appealing. It just doesn't look good. It looks heavy. And Meg just bossing it out as she always do. Meg is just Megan. So there's that. Yeah. Man, Meg finding in a bitch. Do you hear me? Meg body? Oh my God. That whole fine as a dog. Yeah, man. That whole Meg body is ridiculous. I don't know what she done had done, but she ain't buy no titties and she ain't buy no ass. So I don't know what else she could have had done. Maybe some lipo. I don't see her need no tummy tuck. So I don't know what else she could have had done. I mean, yeah, Cardi do look tired. Somebody said Meg works out and Cardi lays on the table. And you know, that plays a big difference in how you look. That's why you'll notice the girls who have BBLs who work out, a lot of the time, the ones who work out often, you can kind of look and see it's the BBL, but you can't really tell. They body kind of hit different. But people who just cool and lay on the table, like Cardi said, I'd rather die on the table. That's why her body look like it's dead already. Yeah, Meg do have a gym body. She definitely have a gym body. That's why Cardi body look like it's dead already, because she rather lay on the table and damn near die. Ridiculousness. Now we want to move on to the final topic, y'all, and this is about Rollie. Since we got to revisit the whole situation with Rollie together, why not? So Rollie exposed her ex-boyfriend. Y'all remember we talked about this a few days ago on the live. Rollie from Baddies has an ex-boyfriend that she was with and she had been with for some time. Rollie decided to come out to the internet and tell us that she found him pooing in the shower, drug overdose, and everything. Let's go get it. Let's just go get it. So I don't know if she called herself exposing him. And I told y'all on the channel, when you expose a man for doing something like that, it really exposes you. It doesn't expose the man. It exposes you, because if he nasty like that and you lay with him, you see what I'm saying? Then, yeah, that tells me you just as funky and nasty. So here's the video of Rollie exposing her ex-boyfriend. And then after we get into this video, we'll get into him responding, because he has recently responded to Rollie trying to out him on the internet, and he had a few things to say. Y'all get the likes up on the video. And I spoke about it earlier when it comes to baddies with Lex watching Summer's face and laughing and smiling and thinking that's cute. I tell y'all all the time, Lex is going to rack up a lot of karma for what she's doing. It's not the fact that she fought Summer. It's the fact that she fought Summer with the intensity that she fought her. I don't care what nobody say. I believe they paid her to beat that girl up that bad. They either bucked her up and paid her, or they bucked her up or they paid her. But either way, she was incentivized to do what she did to that girl's face. And that is not cute or it's funny. And I've seen a lot of people, let me say this too. I've seen a few people saying, ha, that's what she get for saying what she said about Emmett Till. Like I told y'all before, y'all don't give a fuck about Emmett Till. You don't. Don't no hoe on baddies give a damn about Emmett Till, because if you did, you wouldn't be watching it. Stop with all that fake ass righteousness shit. Ain't no hoe watching baddies give a damn about Emmett Till. You alive. You're only using it because you want to have something to say. So keep Emmett Till out of it. Her getting beat up like that ain't had nothing to do with what they said about Emmett Till. It was all to do with Zeus Network setting her up. And let me just say this too. When it comes out, because it's going to come out, I want y'all to meet me back over here, because we're going to have a discussion. Because I watch most of the fan base tell me that I'm over-exaggerating. I just like Summer. I'm biased. And I'm telling y'all now, I know what I'm looking at. They have set that girl up. They used that girl for a sacrifice. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And I can almost bet your bottom dollar that Lex was incentivized to beat that girl the way that she did. And then to look at her face and sit up there and just laugh and, oh my God, and think that shit cute. All right, Lex, they all get beat. You can't fight and beat them all. Everybody don't win everything. You're not going to win everything. And Lex is a beautiful girl. I would hate something to happen to her face in a fight. It would hit her harder than it would hit Summer. Somebody said they stopped me from talking about it. Ain't nobody stopped me from talking about it. They just stopped me from doing the reviews the way that I do them. And if I can't do them how I'm going to do them, then I don't want to do them at all. But it wasn't that they stopped me. They just said I could do it. I just can't put the pictures up there, and I ain't want to do it like that. But I'm telling y'all now, that karma, that girl, she racking up. Lex is racking up a lot of karma. All Lex cared about was being in with the in crowd. I see this over and over again. Lex, one of them girls who was willing to sacrifice anything and anybody to be with the winning team. And she just don't realize that is not no winning team. It's not. And God forbid she next up on the chopping block. And Zeus, they already setting her up, stupid. They already setting her up saying that the heaviest hitter versus her and Tesiki. Put a 3 in the chat. Have y'all caught on to that? They already setting up Lex to be popped. That's why the whole, who's the heaviest hitter is going back and forth. They already, I'm telling you, these people don't care. Watch. I'm going to come back and talk about it. We gonna when it happened, because I'm still watching. When it happened, yeah, we going to discuss it. We'll roll it out. We'll definitely roll it out. But back to Rollie, y'all, because we got to get into Rollie. I just wanted to say that about Lex. Rollie, this is the boyfriend that she tried to expose. Let's get into it.
Wasn't with it. You wasn't with it. Like, don't make me expose you. You wasn't with it. You want to post shit about me. I I was inching in that motherfucking butthole. Nigga loved it. Loved every fucking second of it. Tell him your favorite thing to do is booty play. All the while you sitting here on ecstasy and lean, and you shaking and shitting on yourself in my shower. Shitting on yourself in my shower was crazy. I had to leave the room. You're shaking, and his shit smelled like that shit. You know, I can't even fucking explain it. The smell. You know how people on drugs and they poop, and then when they leave out, you can smell the drugs in their shit. His shit smelled like drugs, bro. And he was dookying on himself in my fucking shower, bro. And he was shaking in his stomach. He couldn't keep no food down. Oh, mama, please, mama. I don't know what's wrong with me, mama. I think the devil after me, mama. The devil ain't after you, nigga. That's them motherfucking drugs. NSG Black, you wasn't with it? You wasn't with it? Like, don't make me expose you.
So that's what she had to say about the boy NSG Black. Is this him? Yeah, I think this him. This him, I think. This the boy. Right? Is this the boy? I think that's him. He looked like him. This old. Now, what is this?
Got a slight heart disease, bro, and people don't know that about her. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why she really had to have the surgery. She got a fucking heart disease, a small heart disease, bro. So she need to like chill the fuck out, like, you know what I'm saying, before something really happened to her. And like I told the people earlier, that girl got a slight heart disease, bro, and people don't know that about her. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why she really had to have the surgery. She got a fucking heart disease, a small heart disease, bro. So she.
Oh, he said Roelly got a heart disease. Makes sense. Her arm busting open like canned biscuits. So this is what the boyfriend had to say. That's another boyfriend from the past. So NSG Black claps back at Rollie after she dragged him online, claims she stank, and implies she has STDs. Now, this boy says that when he got with Rollie, that basically they went to take a test to make sure they're disease-free. He said he went, took his test and brought it back to Rollie. He said Rollie said she was going to get her test and never brought it back. He said to this day, he's still waiting on the test from Rollie. Now, y'all know the rumor down at Zeus is they around there passing out chlamydia and herpes like Halloween candy. I don't know it to be true. I just know that they said, I didn't say it, but they said a group of the girls had the herp and the chlamydia and all of that. Talk to Natalie. I didn't say it. So if the boy is saying that Rollie didn't want to come back with an STD test, now that makes sense. Because she isn't good with the crowd. You see what I'm saying? Let's get into it. It says, the boy NSG Black says, you posting when I thought something was wrong with my shit, and I went and got tested and told you about it by keeping it real. You, on the other hand, didn't go get tested and can't show me results from November. And I went and got blood pulled, but you never sent me no results, but saying you was going to get tested when we got back to Vegas. Post them messages when you was begging me to stay with you. You get, what GMFU? You got me effed up. Okay, I got it. You got me effed up and your shit stank. He says, don't ever come for me or my child, you weird as F. Then he says, speaking on my name, post your results from November. I'ma send you mine, but you never sent me none back. Let me see, does he have more to say? He says, I really don't understand how you try to bash my name in front of your fans, trying to make me look like a goofy. And I genuinely checked on you when you said no one even called you. And I was the only person who called when you got sugary. When you got sugary? Oh, surgery. When you got surgery. She said, because I'm laid back, I'm a laid back dude and I don't be with the drama, but I just had to show y'all fans proof because y'all in my inbox bashing me like I'm green. When whole time y'all just go by what somebody else say just because they have a bigger following. He ain't lying. This industry is evil as F, and that's why I'm skeptical of even taking some seriously because of the weird misperceptions of the internet and how y'all take things and run with it. How could the internet, how could you call me all these names on live and I supported you at your lowest when you risked your life for surgery? Shake my head, bruh. Stop trying to stop my growth, trying to make these fans not like me because you did some effed up to me and I ain't even speak on it. And I still forgave you and kept it pushing and never asked for shh. And then it says, real niggas last long, not broke, proud father, NSG Black. So according to him, he was there with Rollie. He said he was there with her, held her down when she was about to die on the table to have these surgeries. He said he was there when nobody was there. And for her to come on the internet and blast him like that, according to him, he says it's messed up. And honestly, if what he's saying is true, it is messed up. But Rollie is a hurt individual. And the people say hurt people hurt people. So every time Rollie get into it with somebody, what does she do? Tell all of their business. I would never want to be friends with the likes of a Rollie. Never in a day. And like I say, it sounds like she had somebody who at least may have liked her for her. Maybe, I don't know. I wasn't there, but he said he was there for her when nobody else was. But you can't do things like that for girls like Rollie. Girls like Rollie don't know how to be taken care of because they ain't never been taken care of. Don't let it go over your head. You got to leave them hoes to fend for themselves. Sometimes them the type of hoes you got to let them fight like pit bulls in the street. You can't turn them type of hoes into real women. That don't go like that. Rollie is a hoe. Big, fat, funky one, but still a hoe. She's a street runner. She came in like that. She gonna leave like that. Rollie gonna be one of them old women in the hood with buku tattoos and her grandkids out there starting fights. Yeah. Rollie gonna be coming outside with her grandkids saying, y'all better whip their ass. That's gonna be Rollie. You see what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't show them type of girls that type of love. They look at it as kryptonite. They run away. They go crazy. So that's where you messed up. But ultimately, you probably was chasing clout and you got it. And Rollie seemed like she's blasting this boy down to the ground. Again, I don't know whose fault this is or who's wrong, but I will say, I'll say this. I'm so tired of Rollie getting mad, telling people business. I'm just so over it. Like, I think you got to have a bad energy to even be over there on Zeus. I think you got to be an evil mother plucker, especially to last long. I think you got to be an evil mother plucker to last long over there. Because this right here, And like I say, if he was shitting in the shower and you stayed with him, what does that say about you? It reminds me of, remember when March said she met Krishan and on the first day they met, her toilet wasn't working, so March peed in the tub. Y'all put a 3 in the chat if y'all remember that. March said when she met Krishan, she had dropped $30,000 on the ground. Krishan helped her to pick it up. She said they ended up hitting it off and they went back to Krishan's apartment, but her toilet wasn't working. So she said Krishan told her, just go ahead on and pee in the tub. So she said she just pulled down her pants and peed in the tub. Roelly a pee in the tub type of bitch. So having that boy pooing in your shower wasn't no big stretch. You ain't had to leave. You probably was sitting there rolling up a gall, eating, while that boy was in the shower doing number 2s. Rollie. Now you won't come on mad there and seem like it was just disgusting. Girl, bye. Because I ain't never had a situation where I told any bitch to take a number 1 or 2 in any place in my bathroom outside the toilet. I don't know any situation where I would say, girl, go ahead on and pop it off in the tub. That's not now. I don't know any situation where I'd be okay with somebody popping it off in the shower. We different breeds of people here. Rollie is tired and through. But like I said, let me tell y'all something. A lot of karma is pounding up. It's piling up. And them people gonna have to pay for that. Zeus is the devil's playground, man. You know, I told y'all, I feel like it's getting too dark. And did y'all see this? Because it makes sense why it's getting too dark. I posted this on my other page because I wanted to see what y'all thought about this. So it makes sense. And again, to the people who don't understand why I'm saying what I'm saying about Zeus versus Summer, is because y'all don't understand what's really, really, really going on. Y'all some surface level thinkers, so y'all don't get it. But I showed this picture. Let me pull it up. Here's the picture of Lemon Well. Now we find out that Lemon Pepper and his daddy. How I click on this? Can I click on it? Hold on, let me see something. Because I want to blow it up. Damn, where's that? Lemon Pepper and his daddy, who is remember, Zeus used to be a Christian network, right? Well, then it went from a Christian network and Zeus turned into the devil's network with the son. But before that, it was the daddy in them. The daddy in them, and this might go over a lot of people's heads, but they have direct ties to the clear people in Israel. And if you understand the industry and those people and what they have, I can't show the picture, but if you understand the industry and how that relationship between them has affected us, then you understand why Zeus is what it is. You see what I'm saying? Then you understand why the demonic rituals are the way they are, why they would have Summer beat up the way they do. You would understand it. But again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you just thinking on the surface level and you think that I just like Summer. I don't give a damn about Summer. I'm just trying to show y'all something that you cannot see. There's demonic forces behind this, and this runs through that bloodline from the Lemon Pepper boy. Y'all don't want to hear it though, because y'all just having fun watching baddies. I see something way different than y'all see. I don't just watch this show for entertainment. I watch this show. I watch the behaviors on and off screen. I can tell what's happening off screen by what I see on the screen. I can tell who's behind it by what they putting out. Why you think so many black people hate baddies and Zeus Network? Not because they feel like people don't fight. They understand what it's doing to the culture. When you see that the daddy is connected to the orange juice people, then you get it. It's all kind of rituals happening on there. Why you think most of the fights they be happening be on checkerboard floors? I don't talk like this on this channel. I just said I'm gonna help up for Summer. But I started getting really messed up about people really just not understanding that at some point in time, the beatings have to stop. It's not a mutual combat when you got a girl big like Lex who can fight down, pounding on a bitch like Summer who can't. That is not fun to watch in no spectrum. That's not even a fire school fight to watch. That's not even a fire school fight to watch. So it went from mutual fights, mutual combat, to them basically pounding this girl face in. And because they got y'all hating her, and I'm saying they got y'all hating her, because they got you hating her, you don't see it. All you see is baddies. You don't see nothing else. All you see is we on baddies, they fighting, Summer talking too much, and that's good for it. You don't even see it. But you know what, though? I came out of the baddies thing at the right time, because it's about to go down on baddies. I'm telling you now, if you understand the relationship, if anybody don't understand what I'm saying, go look up the Jewish people's influence on the industry, the relationships they've had with the industry, how their entertainment has literally murdered our people. So now you understand why it's okay for them to have all of these rituals, all of these fights where these girls getting scalped, losing teeth. All of these are rituals. It's demonic. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't watch it, because I still watch it and I watched it. But what I'm telling you is know what you're looking at. Know what you're looking at. It ain't the surface level that y'all think it is. But again, that's why they chose the content that they chose, because they know, and this is no shade, what they knew is that audience would not comprehend that. They knew that. This is no shade. The people who created this show, they targeted the people who are not the most intelligent. I'm going to be real. They don't think that y'all are a decent group of people. They think y'all stupid. They do. I don't give a damn what Natalie get on the mic and say. I don't give a damn what Lemmy get on the mic and say. They think y'all dumb as a box of rocks. They think y'all stupid, and whatever they tell y'all to believe, y'all gonna believe it. And guess what? It's been working like a charm. You don't even realize that it's happening like that because in your mind, this how I feel. No, it's not. No, it is not. That's how they feel. You helping them to complete their ritual. Does that make sense? I hope y'all understand. Like I say, it's not about Summer. I don't care. I don't even follow Summer. I don't care. I just know what I'm looking at is deeper than rap. Enjoy it, but know what you looking at. If you don't know and you still watch it, don't make comments on something you don't know nothing about. All you looking at is what she shouldn't have said. Good. And right, Granny, that's another thing too. It wasn't even a fair fight. Everybody knows Lex could beat damn near everybody on the cast. Setting her up to fight for what? For Summer. That's not even a fun fight to watch. Not a girl on the ground, face almost discombobulated. The only people who like that are evil people. Even if you feel like she deserved to get her ass whooped, you don't have a line where you feel like, damn, all right, that's enough. Y'all don't have no hearts no more? The internet done completely rip y'all hearts out y'all bodies? Y'all want, I really want to understand. Even if you feel like she deserved her ass whooped, y'all don't have a line where you feel, all right, that's enough. All right. We want to beat up, but not that bad. Y'all don't have none of that in your heart. If you don't have any of that in your heart, you have a problem. Like for real. But that's the target that's the audience that they targeted. Those people who think like that, who have dark, evil hearts, and they will never understand it. All they'll say is Voodoo just hating. Voodoo just biased. Voodoo don't know what she's talking about. Not even knowing. And Dad go, talk your stuff. Lex did that to be initiated in the Baddies cult. That's what I see. That's what I see. And Summer, maybe it was her calling to go over there. I don't know. But Summer, a lot of that stuff she did bring on herself. But to be beat down to the level that girl was beat down and her face was discombobulated, and to watch Black women like laugh and be like, that's good for her. Ooh, I say, get me away from here. Y'all wonder why I don't do baddies? Oh God, I don't want to be associated with y'all. Y'all a different breed of girls. I've never seen nobody who looked like me, especially another Black American, and wanted them like fucked up like that. I don't have that kind of heart. I'm learning as I get on the internet that what my heart is very few. It's very few people like me in the world. It's more people like y'all who y'all done got so desensitized to this stuff. Y'all don't have a limit. Y'all don't care. I'm one of the few. I'm thinking it's more people like me, but it turns out it's opposite. And it's Black women just good for her. Goody. Beat her up again, Lex. Stomp her out. Y'all different. I don't want to be on that train. I'm good on baddies. I'm straight. When it go from mutual combat to abuse, I'm straight. Y'all got it. Stop asking me about the Baddies review. I'm never doing it again. Never. And I don't have to knock on no wood. Tell a friend. Stop asking me about the Baddies review. I will never cover Baddies again. Never. If you subscribe to me just for Baddies, unsubscribe. I'm never touching it again. I don't want no parts of it. So don't ask me about it. Don't come in my comments under the shorts. Don't come in my comments under the love and hip hop videos. I'm never doing it. Tell a friend. Whenever you see somebody ask about it, tell them I'm done. She's never doing it again. Don't even ask. Okay? Somebody say baddies is beneath you. Oh, I like baddies though. When like I said, when it's mutual combat and it's two girls that's got a beef and they won't get it out, man, roll that shit. I'm from the hood. I grew up fighting. I know what that's about. The reason why I like baddies is because I connect with it. I grew up in the hood. I grew up fighting. So I'm watching stuff that I'm used to being around. You see what I'm saying? I was messy as F in school. We done seen nothing but fights all day and all night. It's not even about that, but it went from mutual combat to y'all trying to kill people. Y'all don't want just no fight. Y'all want people dead. I don't frolic in that. No, sir. I don't frolic in that. No. I came here, like I said, if they got a beef and they won't fight, cool, roll it out. We gonna roll it out. But no, sir. Let me read a couple of these super chats. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you. Oh, I think I read that one. Yeah, from Destiny's Child. Tipper, thank you for the super chat. Says Mama Eddie and Mama Joyce need to write a book. They do. They really do. Mama Eddie and Mama Joyce, how my children failed reality TV. They really do, for real. Thank you for the super chat. Spinelli Bella, thank you for the super chat. Says, in life, if you can run your mouth, you're going to run into your consequences. Summer ain't got to stop talking, but she got to be ready to keep dealing with the consequences. Lex fights everybody the same. And I agree. I'm not saying you're wrong, Spinelli Bella. I'm not saying that you're wrong for her feeling like she got to know that with her mouth come consequences. But that's not what we're dealing with here. Lex is not fighting Summer because of her mouth. Lex is fighting Summer because she outed that they were screwing each other. That's it. That's all. Lex gonna lie to y'all and tell y'all it's because she thought the cousin was gonna hit her. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. And y'all only eating it up because y'all like her over Summer. They was both in there chewing on each other all day and all night, but y'all biases is just jumping in the way. Y'all say I'm biased, but y'all won't even admit to that. And I'm not saying this is Spinelli, so let me take you down. I'm talking to the baddies people. Y'all won't even admit to the obvious. They was chewing on each other. They was fucking each other. Y'all will get in the comments and swear to God, Lex a pillow princess. But Lex was the only one crying. How Lex was the only one crying if Summer was the one doing all the chewing? Use your brains, y'all. Y'all help me out. Come on, somebody drop down in the comments. It comes out that they were sleeping together. They split up. Lex the only one crying. And let me say this. Be careful what y'all say about people having to watch what they mouth and consequences, because you might say something somebody don't like, and then they might rearrange your face. Then what? Will they be well within their rights to rearrange your face because they didn't like what you said? Y'all got to start thinking about what y'all talking about. Start thinking about what you saying out loud. So just because you don't like that Summer keeps talking, you think that she deserves to have her face rearranged. If somebody don't like what you say, do they have the right to rearrange your face? That's just a genuine question. Because if so, I'm here for it. If we gonna call it square across the board, I'm here for it. If somebody has a right to rearrange your face because they don't like what you say, then roll that beautiful bean footage. But other than that, and I know y'all don't like that, I know you don't agree with that, stop with the lying. Stop with the making excuses. You hate her and you probably want her dead. You need to seek therapy. You don't know Summer in real life. She don't know you. She should not affect you so much to where you want to see her hurt. Something is wrong in your heart and in your head. You need to go pray. Something wrong with you. You don't know that girl in real life. What she eat don't make you shit. Why are you so invested in her well-being for her to be fucked up? Again, y'all talk craziness in the comments. What if somebody looked at your comment and said, what if somebody looked at Spinelli Belly's comment and said, I don't like that. So when I see her in the street, I'm going to rearrange her face. And I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but I'm just saying that's how easy you could flip that. That's literally how easy you can flip that. I don't like that every time we come on here, she got something to say. So see, when I catch her, I'ma beat the... Yeah. Y'all go buy y'all other faves to get the baddies tea. I'm good. Go by the people who gonna ignore that, because I can't. I can't ignore that. I'm not one of those people. Thank you, Spinelli Bella, for the super chat. Says summer fights only look bad because she can't fight. That's why they look bad. But she clearly doesn't care about getting beat up. So why should we? Only Summer can save herself from a whooping. Not everybody is playing with her. We gonna agree to disagree, Spinelli Bella. I'm gonna leave it there. Enjoy your night, Fat. I'm not going back and forth with you. Ain't gonna tongue wrestle with you about it. Thank you for the super chat. What you cooking? Thank you for the super chat. Says Boo, you should consider doing a small segment called What Will Voodoo? Sharing your messy story type teas. LOL. Love you, Zound. Thank you for the jokes. Man, listen, I got stories for days, weeks, and months. I was thinking about that a long time ago, but thank you for putting that back on my mind. Thank you. Cold K Pink, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey Boo, will you ever do a members trip? I was thinking about doing a trip earlier, but it was on some educational stuff. If you into education, yes, but I don't know about a members trip on this channel. Y'all got people who want to see people dead. I don't want to meet up with y'all. No shade. I'm scared to meet up with y'all. Y'all want people to die. I'm scared. I'm good. I love y'all down, but I would hate to run into somebody who's a Baddies fan. Yeah, no, I'm good, love. Enjoy. Thank you, Cold K Pink. But I am thinking about doing something educational. If you are into that, check me out at Voodoo Doll TV Reacts. Okay. Yeah. Cause I don't know. I'm not meeting up with them people over here. Thank you for the super chat, Spinelli Belly. She says, it has been said on this channel, one fight, we all fight. So multiples jumping one person is cool, but a one versus one with Summer and Lex isn't. No, because it's not a fair fight. Lex is much taller. Lex can fight. Summer is much smaller and she can't. That is a textbook bully situation. Spinelli Bella, come on now. Can we have the conversation between me and you, Spinelli Bella? Are you from the hood? Because you got to know when it's a girl who can fight, her fighting a girl who can't fight, that's a textbook bully situation. Because the girl who can't fight don't want to fight the girl who can fight. What are we talking about? Why are we pulling up semantics? Let me move on. I just think that's crazy. Channel your power with Akasha. Thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry. Thank you for being a member for 14 months. Says Lex lied just like Natalie. Pay attention. They all lie. Summer lied too. They all lie. I just think that at some point we got to have a line, and that girl getting beat down like that was too much. Mimi, thank you so much for being a member for 18 months. Says Lex was pussy. Wait, what? Lex was pissy pussy. Summer told her truth. Right. She was. She didn't expect for Summer to go out and tell everybody what happened, but Summer did. And that's one of the main reasons why she fought her. But I think she really fought her, I think, because of that initiation into the Baddies crew. I think it was an initiation. I think Roelly and them pulled her to the side. Thank you, What You Cooking, for the super chat. For becoming a new member. I think Roelly and them pulled Lex to the side and was like, look, I'm telling you, I be around these type of systems. I think Roelly, Natalie, and even some other producers pulled Lex to the side last season and said, hey, you hanging with her is not going to get you nowhere. The fans don't like her, You need to start distancing yourself. I'm pretty positive Rollie and Natalie grabbed her under their wing and said, you come hang with us. You can come ride with us. You can come fly to Paris with us. You can come do that. This is how they pull you in to play with you. Because I might help somebody out here. So they pulled Lex in, gave her all of these things. And then you got to keep in mind, Lemon Pepper likes her. So now she's got two ways in to the in crowd. I'm pretty positive once they got her in and comfortable, they said, you need to separate from her permanently and you need to whoop her ass. And Lex, wanting to be in the in crowd, said, bet. I believe it. Again, if it was an even fight, that's one thing. Summer said on many occasions, I don't want to fight you. Lex made a reason to fight her by saying that she thought that one of the girls hit the security guard who may have nudged her, and now all of a sudden it's worth her tearing her face up like that. I don't know. Ori, how do you say your name? Oriel Moses. I like your name, Oriel. Thank you for the super chat. It says, boo, I got my babe gear today. I got a hoodie, a shirt, 2 hats, and a Morning Joe's mug. Oh, thank you. I love it. I'm going to send you some pictures so you can get them clears off that website. Thank you so much. I appreciate it because, you know, they give you the models to put. Make sure y'all go shop at Babe. I got a story. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. Babe is the new wave, and it's Black Americans versus everybody. If you want to support the doll, hit that link in the chat, and y'all go check me out at the store. My girl Oriel got her merch, and thank y'all because they put them clear models on my people, and I be like, girl, how we gonna say Black Americans versus everybody, and it's clear people in the picture like this? You see what I'm saying? Girl, I said I gotta find me some models or something. Thank you, Oriel, and thank you so much for the support. Thank you, and everybody who supported me at the store. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Hey, it's Trey. Thank you for the super chat. Says, Voo, come on and get these Patreon up again. Yeah, right. I do. I can't watch Baddies. The show is lame without you. I'll quit Zeus and give you the sub. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm gonna get the Patreon back up and the Rumble back up because once I'm getting off the Baddies and the Krishan, I'm gonna replace that with something that's gonna be more fruitful and multiply for us all. And it'll probably be Baddies in the Patreon. I'll have to be able to put some more time and energy into that. But thank you so much. And Taisha Hill, thank you for the super chat. Says, Voo, do you have that same compassion for Gretch getting cut and maced? Yes and no. Gretchen got into a fight. It was a mutual combat, and Gretchen got scratched in the fight. So that, no. The mace, yeah, they wrong for macing her. They shouldn't have maced her, but Gretchen called a fight with that girl. It ain't like she pulled out a box cutter and cut her. It looked like she probably got cut off her jewelry, or maybe that girl scratched her or something. That was mutual combat. That's different. But the mace part, yeah, they wrong for doing that. They should have never maced her. But I hadn't even watched the last episode. So I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I had not watched the last episode to tell you. So I might not be giving y'all the real answer because I had not watched it. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't watched it. Thank you for being a member for 8 months. One Love Life says, remember, Nat said Lemmy didn't like Summer setup. She did. And I told y'all Summer's gonna be able to sue them for that because Natalie, the other CEO, came out online and said Lemmy don't like her. And if that's proven and she's getting the horrible cuts and the horrible fights, and another thing too, y'all remember, they was letting them fight longer on her than they was on the other people. Baby, she could sue the hell out of Zeus. But with that being said, y'all, let me get up off of here. I love y'all down to the ground. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel so we can get it out to the algorithm. I'll see y'all later on the next one. Peace.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your wow, 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 lift it up, then it bust it open, lift it up, yeah, come on, lift it up, then it bust it open for your B-O-Y, then it for you rock it for you, lift it up, baby. Mix it when you bust a nut.
Come on, Blaze, so you know.
Drop me a nasty beat.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.